Learning how to take measurements is a fundamental design skill. It might not seem super glamorous, but it's essential. I will show you how to measure a mannequin so you can create a basic bodice sloper. A sloper is the starting block pattern that helps you develop all different kinds of patterns. Let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I'm Natalia. When you're measuring, you can measure either side of the mannequin as long as you measure the corresponding back. So I will be measuring this side. The first measurement is called the full length. So you will measure from the high point shoulder past the bust to the bottom of the waist tape, and you'll keep your tape measure parallel to the center front. I got 17 1/8. The next measurement is called width across shoulders. So measure from the edge of the shoulder to the other edge. I have 14. The next measurement is called center front waist length. So you'll measure from the center front, right here, all the way down to the bottom of the waist tape. So here I have 14 1/4 shoulder slope. Measure from the edge of the shoulder down over the bust to the bottom of the waist tape. I have 17 1/4. For shoulder length, you will measure from the high point shoulder to the edge of the shoulder plate. I have 5 inches. For body width, take 2 pins and measure a 1/2 inch down from the edge of the arm plate. So here you can see the outline of the arm plate. If you're new to measuring, just take your measuring tape and mark 1/2 inch down with a pin. If you're a little bit more experienced at measuring, you can kind of tell by eye where 1/2 inch is. Measure from pin to pin. Remember, this is the body measurement, not the bust measurement. I have 18 1/4. Breast point position. So you'll measure from apex to apex, which is the highest point of the breast. I have 6 5/8, and you will measure straight across. I'll mark with a pin the apex, then I will measure high point shoulder to apex. And I have 9 5/8. For the full body width for the bust, you will measure 2 inches down from the arm plate. Mark it with the pin. Do the same thing on the other side. And now you will measure from pin to pin across the bust. I have 18 7/8. Width across chest, measure 3 inches down. And measure from arm plate to arm plate. I have 12 7/8. Waist measurement, you will measure from side seam to side seam, measuring at the bottom of the waist tape. I have 13 5/8. Congrats, you finished measuring the front. Now let's measure the back. Since I measured this side of the mannequin, I will be measuring this side of the back. For the full length, measure the high point shoulder all the way down to the bottom of the waist tape, and make sure to keep your measuring tape parallel. Here I have 16 3/4. With the crossed shoulders, you'll measure from the edge of the shoulder to the other edge of the shoulder. I have 14 3/4. Center back waist length, measure from here until the bottom of the waist tape. I have 16 inches. For the neck measurement, measure from high point shoulder to other high point shoulder. I have 6.5. Make sure that the measuring tape is curved around the neck. Shoulder slope, measure from the bottom of the waist tape all around to the edge of the shoulder. I have 16 3/4. For the back body width, measure down 1/2 inch, pin, 1/2 inch from the arm plate and pin, and measure from pin to pin. I have 16 3/8. With across shoulder blades, measure 4 inches down from the nape of the neck and measure from shoulder plate to shoulder plate, straight across. I have 14 inches. And the last measurement is the back waist. Measure from the side seam to the side seam, and make sure you're measuring from the bottom of the waist tape. I have 12 1/8. Those are all the measurements. Congrats, you finished. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope that it helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can just message me on Instagram. All the ad revenue that I make from this video, I will be donating to the Okra project. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time. Bye.